Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Brownie and today I really wanted to share with you my January favourites. So, I've not got very many. I think about 6. Or 7 if I include the 2 films I've seen. So, I'll start with skincare. I think that would be a good place to start. I don't have them in the box, but the first thing I have to share with you is this little La Roche-Posay set I picked up to deal with breakouts. I don't know if any of this stuff I filmed is going to be in... Come on, you can do it. I know you can. I believe in you. There we go. And oh, I'm blurry. There we go. I had a really bad skin breakout all across the the bottom of my face, and I'm not sure what it was that caused it. I did start a new job, so I think maybe the stress of that might have had something to do with it. But I've used the La Roche-Posay sun cream before, and I really love it. It's a really lightweight formula, and it doesn't irritate my eyes. But I'd never used the Effaclar Duo, and I'd not used any of their I hadn't used any of their cleansers. I stripped the rest of my routine back. I didn't use any actives because these two have got pardon, I'm very tongue-tied today. They've got they've got an active in them. I'm not going to bother saying it. I will link it below so you can see it or whatever. But I will link it below. But I stripped my routine really far back and just used these and a simple moisturiser. And I left it well alone until it really helped reduce it. I've got a lot of now leftover pigmentation, so I'm going to look to try and invest in a good active like a retinol for the evening and a vitamin C niacinamide kind of thing for the morning. But I want to make sure my skin is it's in a good place to do that. But overall, this was a really lovely little kit, and I happened to pick it up in Boots for my t-shirt says Dog Mum, which I think is hilarious. I think I got it for £12 because it was an offer, because it's normally 15 or something like that, but they had it on offer. So I picked it up, and it has actually been really great, and it has made me want to invest in full size of these products. I think that's a really lovely thing to do, is that companies have started to do miniatures so that you can test products, because I really find it so loathsome that you buy a product and then it doesn't actually work, but you've wasted your money on it. So, yeah. The second skincare product I have is a hydrating toner. Once my skin was better under control, because I'd been using products that were very drying, I wanted to go in and add a product that would help bring hydration back to the skin. So I picked up, in Boots again, that's where I predominantly buy my skincare, is the Hura Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner, the first essence for sensitive skin. It looks like this. It's a little bottle. Now, I'm doing the old school YouTuber way because I don't want to do cutaways or B-roll. Sorry, I'm really not involved. And I'm so orange and like the light it's not doing it for me, but oh well. But this was, I used this and a hyaluronic acid on top, and then I used like a water spray, which is an Aveeno one, I think, or Aven, and then I put my moisturiser on. And I find it's really helped to bring moisture back where I've had to use very harsh drying products to deal with the blemishes I've been getting. So this has been a really wonderful thing to add, especially in the cold, wet January, with the cold, wet January weather. It's a wonderful product. I feel like I'm going really fast, so my apologies. Right, I've got 3 makeup products that I have been loving. The first is this Natural Collection blush. And for a really long time, I never wore blush. I don't know why. It was just something I always kind of skipped over. That and contour. Not really sure. I think it's because I got like a tester of a blush, and it was not for my skin tone, and it just looked really awful, and I'm not the greatest with makeup, so sometimes I don't think I necessarily blend it in enough and I look a little bit awkward. But it was the Natural Collections blush made with Sea Meadow Foam. Nope. Meadow Foam, Seed Oil and Natural Mica. And it's this little one here. In the colour... I do have a feeling all these videos I've just filmed are going to be out of focus. But oh well. I'm not really sure what my undertone is. But this peach one seems to look okay on me. I'm wearing it now and I really enjoy it. Right, the fourth thing I have in my favourites is an oldie but a goldie. This is the Roller Lash by Benefit, and I've had a multitude of these mascaras since its launch, and I love the volume it gives my lashes, and I love the colour. And it's one of the only ones that I find that doesn't migrate down my face. There are several that, like, it's not as fast as at migrating as others. So I really appreciate it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see my face. Hello. I'm wearing it now, but I look kind of bad because I'm unwell, and it doesn't really look that great. And I also kind of look bald, but oh well. I've got terrible lighting. Am I in focus? I've got terrible lighting, and yeah, and I'm not feeling great, but okay. I feel like I've sped through this, my apologies. The fifth thing I have is a Dior Lip Glow in the colour Rosewood, which is also something I'm wearing on my lips. And my younger sister bought it for me. And I was genuinely surprised for the price you pay for it. I was like, it's going to have to be something quite impressive, but it is actually really quite hydrating, which I wasn't expecting it to be. Even though I know it's a balm, but you know, you get some balms and they feel so waxy, you feel like you're putting a crayon in your face. I love it so much, it's my everyday colour, it's what I always wear on my lips, and I really, really love the colour of it. I don't know if it necessarily suits me, but I love the colour of it. And the packaging's pink, which is my favourite colour, so I really love that. Right, now the miscellaneous things. And you might laugh. Why? And I have been very, very restrained with these and not devoured the whole box, which is, so I'm going to share a food item with you. My sister got some, no, my mum bought a little tin that's shaped like a cat with these in, but I have been loving, because we got them at Christmas, is the Monty Bojangle Chocky Scoffy chocolate truffles that look like this. Easier. There we go. But and I'm back, and I'm back, and I'm back. I really, really love these, and I've been very restrained, and I haven't eaten through the whole box. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left. So when I come to edit this video, I'm probably going to enjoy one of these with a coffee, and that'll be really lovely. But I've just really been loving them as a little sweet treat. And I think finally, the two things that I've really enjoyed this month is I have seen 2 films. The first was Nosferatu. Now, I'm not a horror person. I don't enjoy horror at all. I think the last horror film before that I saw was Psycho, which I watched at school. Don't ask me why we were watching Psycho at school. It was an English class, which is actually a weird thing to think about. I'm not sure why we were watching it in an English class, but we did. But I'm not really one for horror. I don't like being scared. The world is scary enough as it is for me, I personally think. So I was like, when I saw Nosferatu came out, and saw who was attached, I was really intrigued to see it, because I feel like, I can't think of the director's name now off the top of my head, but he's very masterful at creating a very immersive experience. And that's what he managed to do with Nosferatu. You really felt the enclosement of the film, if that makes sense. So it was a really interesting film. I did really enjoy it. It wasn't like scary in the way some scary films are, like the ones that are really very bloody and very gory and not very up my street. And the performances in it, Lily Rose Depp was amazing. She did such a fantastic job of portraying her character, and Bill Skarsgård was his transformation into Nosferatu was really, really incredible, because you wouldn't have known it was him unless if you went in it not realising. And all the performances were amazing. The second film I saw was Maria, with Angelina Jolie in it, Maria, the film about Maria Callas, and I didn't really know very much about her story, but the very subtle, like, nuance to the performances was so beautifully done. There's a very, like, there's a very sad scene, like, about halfway through the film, where she's told something, and the performance and the subtlety and how it was done was so... It reduced me to tears. And I wouldn't say I cry easily at films. I might actually cry easily at films. I don't really know. But I thought it was very beautifully performed, and I really enjoyed it. I saw that actually yesterday, and I wanted to include it. So I think that includes everything for my January favourites. Short and sweet, though saying that it looks like I have managed to ramble on for some time. So, thank you for watching. I would love you to leave a comment and say something that you've really loved from January, and something you're looking forward to in February. I'd love to know that. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys.